Hi everyone, join us today as we look at the milking process of dairy cows. So the first thing that you have to ensure when milking the cattle is that they are properly restrained in the crush. In this particular dairy farm, the milking parlor is directly connected to the cattle houses, so it's easy for the animals to move from their houses to the milking parlor. This is a modern milking parlor which is very well constructed for ease of milk collection. This particular breed of animals, they are the Holstein Friesian cows. Milk production for the cattle is 20 liters per day. After the animals have been properly restrained, the next step is cleaning of the udder. The udder has to be cleaned properly to ensure proper milk hygiene. For this specific farm, they are using tap water for cleaning the udder. A strip cup is used to test for mastitis, so the milk is milked manually directly to the strip cup to look for any anomalies in the milk, and once that is done, the udder is disinfected. You can see the lady here using the strip cup to check for abnormalities including flakes, clots that could indicate mastitis. After this is done, the udder is dried using a dry tissue and then connected to the milking machine. So here the teats are being connected to the pump. The pump has 4 outlets which go side by side with the number of teats. This particular cup is used for measuring the amount of milk which is being produced by the cattle in liters. So the milking process has officially begun, And this milk is being transported to a larger container, which is then transported to the other side where processing is done to remove the cream, and the other milk is stored in the coolant. So that is the actual image of the strip cup, and that is the disinfectant that was used. Once the milking process is complete, the milk suction head is removed and cleaned. This is followed by disinfection of the udder and draining of the milk measuring cup or container. So here you can see her draining the milk measuring container. This container, like I had mentioned earlier, it measures the amount of milk in liters that is produced by a particular cow. After this is done, the cow is released to proceed back to the cow houses. So here you can also see him removing the milk suction heads, and afterwards he will disinfect the udder. The amount of milk collected for each and every cattle is recorded in a recording sheet. This is done daily for every cow. the milk is collected by the suction head, it is transported using the milk tubes to the milk right. At the milk right, this is where all the milk from all the cows is collected. Every time the milk right fills, it is drained and the milk is transported to the buckets. This particular machine is used to drain the milk right. So the milk is transported using this pipe, whereby it's collected on the other side using buckets. The milk from the bucket is put in the centrifuge, whereby milk is separated from cream. The cream is packaged and sold separately. Here you can see the milk which has been separated from the cream using the centrifuge. And here we have the cream which is ready for packaging. Afterwards, the milk is stored in the cooler. So here you can see the cooler whereby the milk is stored. So the milk you can see getting into this bucket is from the milk right, which is connected to the milk suction heads. So this is a whole process on how milk, which is milk from the cows, is transported using the collection tubes to the buckets, then to the centrifuge, and at the centrifuge the milk is separated from the cream, and then after the separation the milk is put in a cooler. Later this milk is packaged and sold to consumers. guys, this was the last batch of cows to be milked. You can see her disconnecting the milk suction heads, cleaning them, and releasing the cow to head back to the houses. So that is basically the milking process using a milking machine, whereby you have to restrain the animals properly, clean the udder, disinfect it, use the strip cap for checking for anomalies. If you're processing the milk, separate the milk from the cream, then eventually store it in a cooler. Thank you and see you next time.